evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second episode of The Bigger Picture. I'm Jaden Jiggets.
And I'm Kayla Moore. Welcome back, everyone. I hope everyone had a fun and relaxing spring break.
Kayla, speaking of spring break, how was your spring break?
My spring break was very good. I'm not gonna lie, it was very relaxing. I spent a lot of time with my family. I took my little brother to this thing. It was called the Slew Moo Institute. It's in Manhattan, and they just do things like they make slime. They have like big bowls of slime all around the museum, and I took him to that. He really loved it. He loves slime. He loves anything that's a big mess, honestly. And yeah, I went to get my hair done, got my nails done. I spent some time with my friends. It was really good. It was good and relaxing. So, yeah.
I don't know why the slime was reminding me of Nickelodeon, but hey, that's good. You got your hair done too.
You know what's so funny? They have this thing when you go in. It was a little extra though. When you go in, they put you in this like area and they ask you a couple questions. And if you don't get the questions right, you have to get slime. They throw the buckets of slime directly on you.
Oh, so it's like the Kids' Choice Awards.
Yeah, like
okay.
Part 2.
Okay.
But what about you, Jaden? What'd you do this spring break?
Well, I, just relaxed. I chilled. Went out to go see 2 movies. I went to go see Bob Marley, such an incredible movie. Learned too. Did not know a lot about Bob Marley, but when I went to go see that movie, it's like I learned a lot. It was definitely a good movie. Also, went to go see Kung Fu Panda 4. My boy Poe. Poe always showing out, and that was just a good movie in itself. Was able to see Tai Lung come back. He did his thing. The whole it was a good movie. That new character also, she's official. She official. I can't lie.
Okay, so you was a bit of a movie man this semester. Anything else? You saw any family? Saw any friends?
Yeah, I hung out with my grandmother, hung out with my step-pops. I did see friends. Other than that, just it had a chill, relaxing spring break.
Grandmother's love is always the best.
Hey, for real, 100%. We have quite a few programs and events coming up, so let's get into them. On Friday, March 22nd, the African American Male Empowerment Network and the Women's Center is having a collab program named Is Chavali Dead? This program will be held in Verano Campus Center, room 231 at 4 p.m.
Also, this Friday, the Bold Black Beauties will be having a program called Are You Smarter Than a Queen? It will take place at 5 p.m. in the Verano Campus Center, so when you're done with the AA Men and the Women's Center, walk on over to BBB.
For a fact. And on Saturday, March 23rd, there will be 2 events happening first. The AA Men will be collaborating with the Men's Basketball Club for a March to Victory Classic basketball tournament. This event will be a 5v5 tournament, and it will be $3 per person to get in, and it will take place in Lee Hall at 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. You can sign up for this event still by messaging the AA Men Instagram page.
And last but certainly not least, the Women's Center will be having their annual dinner called the Empower Her Met Gala. It will take place in the Sheldon Ballroom at 7 p.m. Doors open at 6:30 p.m. The dress code is formal. Pastel colors are suggested, but absolutely no pink. Tickets are being sold in the box office for $15 and will be available until this Friday at 5 p.m.
Hold up. We still got more programs and events to announce for later this month. On Monday, March 25th, the Latino Student Union will be having a Family Feud style program saying how well people know Latino and Hispanic culture. This program will be in LCC 225 at 7 p.m. On Tuesday, March 26th, the Muslim Student Association and Student Association of SUNY Oswego will be having an event on the lives lost in Palestine. This event will be from 5:30 p.m. to 7 p.m. in LCC 132. And on Wednesday, March 27th, the Students for Justice in Palestine will be having its first rally called Shut It Down for Palestine. This will take place at 4:30 p.m. at the SUNY Oswego Hewitt Quad.
Coming up, we'll be bringing a special guest on the show, so stay tuned to see who it is after the break.
Would you like to try snacks from faraway lands? Or snacks with bizarre flavors? How about snacks in new ways? Or snacks you've never tried before? You don't have to go far to find these snacks. They can all be found here at Snacks on West 1st Street.
Yeah, we're walking around campus, and what do we see? All these clubs are looking.
They looking for me.
There's hockey,
There's improv,
so much to see. So let's go try them out and see how they be. Come on and please watch.
Our embarrassments free.
Tune in to Amateurs on WTOP.
Happy Friday, Lakers, and another beautiful day here in Oswego, New York. I'm DJ Don Perone, and I'm happy that you're starting your weekend off right listening to WNYO 88.9 FM, the Laker Radio Network.
I said, darling, can you see? There's no room for us. There's no room. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you. Now our lives are changing. Promises keep slipping. And I always knew it wasn't you. It wasn't you.
Welcome back from break, everyone. Tonight we have a very special guest to introduce to y'all, the president of the Women's Center, Nyla Graham.
Hey everyone, so glad to be here.
Word, Nyla, how you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little nervous, but
Okay, it's okay, it's okay. We, you know what I'm saying, we friendly people, okay? We just here having a discussion, conversation. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Nyla.
well, I'm currently a senior. I'm an English major. I minor in creative writings and communications. I've spent my entire time here at SUNY Oswego, and it's honestly been a blast. Yeah.
For real, indeed, indeed. Okay, okay. What you like about SUNY Oswego, like, so far, like?
You know, a little fun fact that not a lot of people know. I actually came to this school because they were my favorite colors. Like
Green and yellow?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Wow.
Okay.
I love a lot of things about SUNY Oswego, but I just knew the vibe was right. As soon as I saw the colors, I was like, yeah, this is it.
As you should, as you should. So Nyla, Women's Center's annual dinner is called the Empowerment Gala. Would you care to explain to us how you and the E-Board came up with this title?
So last year's dinner was a charity ball for the Denton House. And we kind of had shifted a different direction in terms of the leadership aspect of it. So we wanted to focus on just the women's, we just wanted to focus on the mission statement for Women's Center, and it's to empower women. So we wanted to make that our whole theme for the event.
Nice, nice. I like that. I like that. Okay. Kaylee, you have anything you want to say to that?
So what is it like being the president of a student organization?
Honestly, it's been challenging, but it's been really fun. I've met a lot of people that I otherwise probably wouldn't have met through my time here, and I've been really challenged in this position.
So what are some of the challenges? Like, can you list off a couple for us?
What's it called? If you don't have good time management, this position will be, it's a lot.
I can only imagine. I don't have good time management skills myself, so I'm glad you got it.
Yeah, that's college in general, man. Like, college is all about time management. Like, do you feel as if, like, how's your multitasking, since it's like you're also a college student and a president of a prominent student organization on campus?
I mean, what's it called? I'm also an RA on campus as well, so I do a lot.
That's three things right there.
You just kicking off all the boxes, like.
So it just comes naturally, like, over time. When there's something that you are passionate about and you really want to do, you're going to make the time to do it. And I love my org, so I'm passionate about it, so I'm going to make the time to make sure it's a success.
What's one thing you love about your org?
I love my E-Board members so much. We wouldn't be what we are today without them. I love how much we are able to support each other and come together. And I love how strong and passionate my E-Board members are about the club as well, honestly.
Word. I like that. That's good. So Nyla, since, you know, we knew each other for a minute now, and I know last semester you was one of the co-committee leaders of Women's Center. So I just gotta ask this question out of curiosity. You know, I'm a curious person. Do you prefer being president, or would you rather go back to being committee leader?
I love being president. I enjoyed my time at committee leader, but I honestly think that being president does suit me. Sometimes I get in my head and I tend to doubt myself, but there's a lot of things that I want my org to accomplish, and I would love to kind of expand on that through my role as president.
So what would you say some of the pros and cons of being a president are?
What's it called? Honestly, it's kind of corny, but I don't really think there are any cons to being a president. It's a lot of it is about challenging yourself and being the best version of yourself through something you're passionate about. So I honestly think it's just a lot of challenge, but you ultimately end up a better person at the end of it.
That's good.
That's real. That's real. You know, that's real. How do you bond with your e-board members in Women's Center?
We have our e-board meetings. We have them weekly, and we all come together and share our assignments and the things that we've been up to in terms of our section of the club. My e-board has 10 members on it. So we all take the time to share our day, how things are going, and what our updates on our particular sections. And then we also, off hours, we hang out from time to time together. And our e-board has gotten really close because of that. My vice president was actually co-committee leader with me. And we got close enough to end up going on spring break together, which was really nice.
Oh.
Word, okay.
What did you guys do for spring break?
We went to the Poconos.
Wow.
I got an aunt that lives in the Poconos, so I already know that place is nice.
It
man.
is super nice.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What other fun activities do you and your e-board do, like outside of programs and events?
What's it called? We play a lot of games. We text each other a lot. Things are busy because, you know, we're also students and things of that nature. But we still make the time for each other to hang out and really kind of build that passion for the org and each other. I think one of the favorite things that I've done with them so recently was take our e-board photos. A good friend of mine out in Syracuse was a photographer, so he came and took our e-board photos, and it was just so nice. Everyone was so dressed up, and we all took pictures together. It was so nice to pose and just kind of laugh at each other. It was great.
I saw those photos too. Those photos are nice. It's on the Instagram page.
Yeah.
Yep, those photos are valid, fire, all that. Kayla, what you think?
So, do you feel like since, you know, you guys do all these things together, you guys have you guys gone closer since you became president?
Oh, absolutely. What's it called? At the end of the day, we're all in leadership positions. Like, just because I'm president, I've never really honestly saw myself as president. It's not something that I really take into consideration as I interact with my board. I view all of them as people. So yes, at the end of the day, my title is president, but we're still a club. We do this for fun, and I want it to be fun for everybody. And I think kind of taking it from that mindset kind of really helped build the club together instead of taking it as more of like a business.
Yeah, I really like that.
That's nice. That's nice. Okay.
So how do you feel the Oswego community contributes to the Women's Center, like as a whole?
What's it called? I think a lot of the other organizations come to our programs as well. I think they're super lovely for that. Shout out to LSU especially. They pop out a lot to our programs, and ASO. You guys have been really great at coming to our programs. A lot of the support comes from the orgs. Recently, hopefully I'm not butchering her name off the top of my head, but I think her name was Megan Mazzacone. She's having her panel, because we're having our Leading Ladies panel the 27th. They're having theirs the day before. And we all met up and was like, oh, maybe next year we can kind of combine this and kind of make this like a yearly thing for both Women's Center and, you know, career services. So just kind of that outreach and getting out there. It's just building and growing, honestly.
That's what's up. That's what's up. I know, like you said Megan. I don't want to butcher the last name, but I believe that she is someone that works in the communications department, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't remember off the top of my head, but I know she's one of the career coaches.
Yeah, she is one of the career coaches. That's like, I know her, and that's like, yeah, she's definitely nice, you know, someone to definitely go to. Yeah, you know, when you talk about people showing support to your programs and all that, yeah, it's good that you get that support. Knowing that your programs be 8 o'clock, like at 8 p.m. at night on a Wednesday, you know, do you feel that plays a part in how many people show up to the program?
Definitely, but you know, we all have to work together to kind of make it a space where everyone wants to go. So right before our programs, our BSU's programs, and then after that is ours.
Yes.
It's to give everyone that kind of space still, and even though it's kind of late in the evening, we strive to make our programs still entertaining and worthwhile to come to.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
I just want to throw in, you guys have some very creative program names. Like, you guys, I could tell you guys put a lot of work into those.
Yeah,
Oh.
shout out to our DOPs, Roxy and Roselli. They do their thing.
They do. They really do.
They sure do.
They really do. So we are about to head to break now, but when we are back, we will be asking Nyla more questions to get to know her better. We'll be back with the bigger picture after the break.
Say, President Stanley, whenever there's bad weather, who would you turn to?
I'd turn to Storm Team 10.
No,
right
but you've
here.
got to say it like this. Storm Team 10. Say it with me. Storm Team 10.
Roll it. Jill told me it was Kitty from Glee. Yeah. What is it?
Al Roker.
Welcome back from break, everyone. So, Nyla, we have a couple more questions to ask you just so we can get to know you personally. Since we are in Women's History Month, what woman in your life or a woman you know that inspires you?
Okay, what is it? Someone that inspires me in my life, like a woman that does inspire me, is my mom. I used to not have the greatest relationship with my mother, but over time, after putting aside our differences and actually sitting down and talking to her, I've grown to have a lot of respect for her and really see her as a person outside of our differences.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. No, like for me personally, like I could say, like yeah, having a bond with like your mom is very big and very important. Mm-hmm. Like I know me and my grandmother, like I look at her, and like that's the woman that to me, like that's how a woman, like you know, I look at I'm inspired by her. Like that's how a woman is supposed to be. Everything that I see my grandmother do, you know, she's strong, she's independent, and she makes sure she not only take care of me and her, but she also take care of all her loved ones, all her family members.
Yeah, and I'm really glad that you brought up the fact that it was your mom, because you know when you ask a lot of people, oh, what woman inspires you? A lot of people do say their mom, but I'm glad you brought up the fact that the relationship wasn't that good at first, and you guys added on to that, because I can also relate to that as well. Like me and my mom's relationship, we used to butt heads a lot when I was a little bit younger. She's gonna watch this too, and she's gonna be like, "Who was butting heads?" And I'm gonna be like, "Hold on, like just let me cook." So yeah, I understand what you're saying, where you're coming from that, but when I do think of the person that inspires me, I think of my mom immediately. Like, she's just my rock, genuinely.
Yeah, I would say a second person would just genuinely be my grandmother. I've learned everything I've learned everything I know about cooking from my grandparents, especially my grandmothers. Unfortunately, my grandmother on my mother's side has passed away, but I've managed to retain some of those recipes. And my grandmother that's still alive today, I still call her daily.
Shout out to all the moms and grandmothers out there in the world.
Shout out to them.
You wouldn't be here if it weren't for them.
That's facts. That's facts.
So what's been your favorite woman-centered program from this year?
Honestly, there are so many. It's really difficult to choose just one. I think, though, my favorite was the collab that we had this past Monday with LSU on breaking generational curses. I think the conversation was so enriching, and I just love the energy that both our DOPs and LSU's DOPs had.
That's what's up. That's what's up. No, that is really what's up. You know, I was at that program. That was a really good program as well. Like, I gotta say, that was a very, not only informational program, but very interactive also.
Mm-hmm. It is so difficult to choose because my DOPs come up with such great programs all the time. I was genuinely just, there's so many, and I love my DOP so much. It was really difficult to choose one.
And plus, the way they piggyback off each other, like, in conversation is so, like, it's incredible to see.
The chemistry is
the
definitely
chemistry
unmatched.
is definitely there. Like, for real, I gotta say, I love it. Kayla?
No, seriously, when a new program comes up and I see a flyer on the Instagram, I'll be like, dang, how did they think of this? Like, this is so original. I like it. So, has being a part of the Women's Center helped you discover anything about yourself?
Oh, yeah, definitely. As I was preparing for the takeover for SUNY Oswego, thank you guys for that, by the way. I was looking through, like, our office for some of the old, like, history of the club. It was just so interesting to kind of look back and go like, wow, I'm a part of this club's history. Like, I'm making an impact here. What I'm doing is making an impact. And just being in the club kind of challenged me in ways I honestly did not expect. But just kind of like really sinking back and kind of looking at where I am. It's just, yeah, I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah. Can you go into a little bit more about the history of the club? Usually when I go into the bathrooms, and I really wanted to ask you about this, I see that thing on the tampons called the Women's Centered Act. What is that about? Like, how did that come about?
So apparently a couple of years ago, the Women's Center went to Student Association, and they had worked together to put free menstrual products in the bathrooms for the students. Because I feel like the mission statement there as well was all women should have access to those kinds of supplies no matter what, if they can afford it or not. So because of that collaboration with Student Association, all of the female bathrooms, and I think gender neutral bathrooms as well, have menstrual products in them. And it's such a cool thing to see. It's like, wow, we did that.
That's beautiful, actually, yeah.
No, that's really good that y'all did that. I know, like, listen, first of all, safety first, always. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Safety is first. Second, I can say, like, something that SUNY Oswego is definitely good at is, protection awareness, letting students know on campus that you got to be protected 100% of the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, even in the men's bathroom, we got our own protective items in there where it's like, hey, you got to stay protective always, no matter what.
A lot of the Women's Center's goals involve promoting sexual wellness. So oftentimes we will get condoms and lubricants and all that stuff. We will get offers to collab with Title IX and Sexperts, just kind of promoting that awareness. I don't think many people know, but I believe it's the Sexperts. They do junk mail. Yeah. If you're a little self-conscious about getting condoms in front of others, they will slip it in your mailbox if you fill out a form. And if you live off campus, it'll be at Colkin for you to pick up. So it's kind of private and secure in that way if you're nervous about people knowing that you received those contraceptives.
See, I didn't even know about that. You learn something new every day. I didn't know about that. But that definitely makes SUNY Oswego like that. It's good that SUNY Oswego does that, for real. Okay, Dyla, we only have a few more questions for you. Mm-hmm. If you was to come back to SUNY Oswego, this is a hypothetical question. Mm-hmm. If you was to come back to SUNY Oswego 5 years from now, what would you wish to see from the Women's Center organization?
I personally would love to see a stronger alumni network. I think a lot of it, I don't think it's necessarily anybody's fault, but I would love to see a lot of my current e-board members and future e-board members of the Women's Center kind of come together and build like a stronger foundation for the alumni network.
It's a good thing I asked you that question. That you see how I said a hypothetical question? Like, that's something for you to think. You see? Like, you know, that's something for you to really think about.
And do you plan to be a part of that when you talk about like the alumni having a stronger
Oh,
connection?
absolutely. I don't know where I will be in 5 years. I know where I would like to be, but I feel like if they reach out to me and I'm able to come, I will come. I love this org.
That's good.
I really found a family in Women's Center, so I will rock hard for my org.
As you should, as you should.
As
you
you
gotta
should.
show your support 1,000% of the time. Not even 100% of the time, 1,000% of the time.
Like even right now, this is a shirt from one of the many things that Women's Center does for Take Back the Night. It's a march that we do for domestic violence awareness. It's every October. The date is tentative, but it's normally towards the middle part of October. If you participate in the march, you get one of these shirts. I'm wearing last year's design, so stay tuned for next year's design with our next president and what they decide to do. It's a great cause to walk for, and it's entirely free. There's a path that loops around the campus, and honestly, just come to participate and show your support for the victims.
You know, I already mentioned earlier how I brought up my grandmother. I actually gave her that shirt when I went home after last semester. By the way, the shirts that y'all be having for Take Back the Night, like I see the previous year's ones,
The designs
they
are
be
amazing.
fire. They really be looking good. Like, whoever y'all designer is, yo, put me on. Put me
Shout
on.
out to them. So the last question we have for you is, do you think the work you're doing with the Women's Center right now can propel you or help you in your future career?
I think any leadership position can. I'm pretty sure Women's Center specifically is not excluded to that, but I think what I do for women and how I feel about women, it will kind of help steer me in that direction through my passions. So, yeah.
That's good.
You know, you mentioned earlier that, you know, time management is something that you learn, like, you know, having good time management is what, like, allows you to be able to multitask and handle being a college student, a RA, a president. So it's like, I know in your future career is like you're for sure gonna have that amazing time management when it comes to getting assignments and getting like work done and all of that.
I would also add priorities.
What is your future career goal?
I want to
since we're
be
talking
an
about
editor. I
An
really want to
editor?
be an editor for fiction books. That's something I would love to do.
I definitely could see you doing that. I for sure see you doing that. What genre?
Fiction specifically, or
Fiction?
poetry.
Poetry? Yo, I could see you doing that for sure.
Do you have a specific favorite, like, poetry book or fiction?
I don't have a specific I do have a favorite book. I don't remember the artist, not artist. I don't remember the author's name, but it was a book called Dragon Slippers, and in that particular book, the character would detail how they would weave the fabric that kind of looked like stained glass, and the way they described it was beautiful.
That sounds like a really nice book. I'm gonna have to get into it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. And that is all the time we got today, folks. Thank you so much, Nyla, for coming on the show, you know, talking with us. And any last thoughts any last things you want to say to the audience back home?
Thank you for having me. If you haven't bought your ticket for the Empowerment Gala, ticket sales end tomorrow at 5, so please come support. We have a lot of good things planned, and it's honestly been fun. Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, truly.
We'll see y'all in 2 weeks for the next episode of The Bigger Picture. Have a good night, everyone.